I really don't have very much to say, certainly none of it original. I will share with you, and I'm sure we've all experienced this, I have reached the point that though I am a native Oklahoman, I am so sick and tired of the mentality and the political climate in this state that I really am seriously thinking where I can relocate. And I know many other people. I mean, I've been to several MoveOn.org protests, and they all say the same thing. We don't know how to change it, and it's just become intolerable to us. And I think back to a time when I was going to school in Texas, and my grandmother, I wrote to her quite often, and she told me when I came back to Oklahoma, she said, I thought you were going to lose your mind before you got out of that environment. And it was very much like what goes on here. And I just was so, I couldn't keep from thinking about this article, editorial by Janet Pearson that we all know and love, that was in this Sunday's paper, Reasons for Being Apathetic. And she talks about 18-year-olds and older, the reasons they gave why they failed to vote. And amazingly, I mean, this is really pathetic. They said, well, no one reached out to us. Now, every doggone one of them have a computer and are online probably half their life. But they needed somebody to pat their hand and, I guess, give them a, campaign advertisement pin or something for them to show up at the polls. And I think, obviously the world is already in a heck of a shape, but if those are the kind of people coming up behind us, I can't imagine, anybody can take this country over if 3/4 of the people are too busy to go and cast their vote on election day. And I have come across one very hopeful thing, or one thing that gave me hope for the future. And I don't know the publisher or the author, and so I'm deriving no monies from touting this book to you. You can get it at the public library. That's where I got my copy. And it is entitled Aftershock, all one word. The author is Robert B. Reich, Reisch. He has a web address. It is www.robertreich, all one word, .org. He is currently Chancellor's Professor of Public Policy at UC Berkeley. He has served in 3 national administrations, and he was Secretary of Labor under President Bill Clinton. This man identifies, recognizes, acknowledges all of the outstanding problems that this country faces. And the last half of the book, he details exactly how they can all be fixed. And he says, this can all be corrected. We just need the political will. And I encourage everybody to ask for this book at the library, or you can get it at Steve Sundry on South Harvard. And it gave me hope. And if you read it, I hope it gives you hope too.